Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing right away here, Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Off now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try and get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll go for it. Goff. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Stafford to the air to start us off. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought down by the veteran, Carlton Davis.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Able to find the coup. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
First down throw from Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Point after converted from Cardi. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41. Montgomery now up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That tackle made by Kobe Turner. Off play action. Goff. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And that will not be enough for a first down. Offense up to the line fast. It's Montgomery on 3rd. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Goff on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So 2nd down coming up.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, it's Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield. Goff
on 3rd. complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Montgomery will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Working quickly here. They'll run in with Montgomery. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Back-to-back stands from this front. No gain on the play brings up 4th and goal.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion. And now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Fourth down, Goff throwing. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. They fake the handoff now. Stafford. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Quick slant, taken in by Nakua. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, here's Stafford. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll get this to Cup. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Stafford from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up third and goal. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks you can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Again, it's Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Lions looking for a score just before the break. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. They go play action with Goff. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. They run. Here's Montgomery. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Goff back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. A give now to Montgomery. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Stafford now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
3rd and long now for Stafford. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And he pushes it forward but will only reach the 23. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cameron Curl has it. Take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
side. It's an LA touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Cardi now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams tie things up at 14. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Montgomery now up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Goff. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They'll run again with Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. They'll send him over right. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Second and 3 now. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
This is Montgomery. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Montgomery. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion right. Once more, it's Montgomery. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Rams 14.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on first down. Stafford. He's got it deep downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams now trailed by just a point in the 4th. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams tie this game at 21. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Running this with Montgomery. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
On these first and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the shotgun, Carr. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Caught at the 20-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Stafford now. Throw complete to Williams. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To throw, Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that.
What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. And the Lions take over after returning it inside the red zone.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Here's Montgomery. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
A tight end in motion now. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Lions leading by 7. So now here's 3rd and 5. They send a tight end in motion. It's Montgomery on 3rd. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. David Montgomery with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Rams 21.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This pass caught by Nakua. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Clock continuing to run as the Rams hurry to the line. They go play action on first. It's complete to Higbee. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give to Williams from the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take possession of the football at their own 20 after the turnover. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He throws a bullet. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right. Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Handoff headed left, Montgomery. Breaks the tackle, still going. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Montgomery. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Here we go. Tonight. Value 3. Value 3. What?
A give now to Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Off play action, Goff. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this is a huge loss on the play.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Motioning the tight end now. Goff now, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They run. Here's Montgomery. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. David Montgomery with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have second and pretty long here. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
They send a man in motion. Jackson now, third and long. He's got Andrews. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up fourth down.
Danny! Nice shot! No, we changed it.
On fourth down, snap to Jackson. Has it downfield, working the left. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Greg Reynolds to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They go play action with Goff. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw from Goff. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Carry here for Montgomery. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Running on second with Montgomery. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves them with 3rd and 2. Montgomery now up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Point after, up and good from Bates. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down, here's Lamar. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Second and 10 now. He's looking deep once again. Misses, caught inside the 15. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Now Jackson off the play action. And the defender comes away with it. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Now you want 5.
Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it sets up second down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Running left, it's Montgomery. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready, shot.
The drive begins with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready.
From the 32. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Lamar now from the gun. He's trying to push the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So that brings up 4th and long. Back to throw it. He's trying another one deep. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And he gets him around 6 there. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. They'll run again with Montgomery. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Looking to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They run with the former Bear, David Montgomery. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. It'll just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Williams in motion. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3 plays, No first downs. Time for fourth down. The Lions call their first timeout.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will go all the way. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan.
This one is intercepted by Carlton Davis. And he is going to score a pick-6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick-6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Williams to throw on second. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's taken in. And he indeed picks up a Bears first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Goff to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. We are through one. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
A dive, and he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Here's Goff. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Williams. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Williams. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes,
and for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Lions will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, they haven't seen the reps. They don't have...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Charlotte. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. They face second down and 7.
Ready, set.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A gain there of 11. It's a Carolina first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
On play action, Young. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
I don't think we all appreciate enough just how difficult it is to throw on the run. The technique, the arm strength, the accuracy, all of those things on complete display on that first down pass.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Drill, 52. Check.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On the ready.
2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Tremble comes in motion.
Ready.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready. Go.
From the gun, it's Young. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. And the Panthers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Set.
Tremble comes in motion.
Set. Go.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter.
Got it.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, ready.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
On 4th down, Young. And he'll take it on in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Carolina. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go. Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
One more time for Montgomery. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Goff. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Patrick motioning here. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it.
Ric Flair.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
76, count. 76.
Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he will dive into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
We'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 49. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now as this one is in the air. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Ric Flair.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
14. Go.
Patrick motioning here. A second down throw for Goff. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. A big play and a much-needed one as well. Pickup of 46 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Patrick motioning here. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Goff. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
1st and goal, and here's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Patrick motioning here. Now, Goff. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. On 1st down is Young. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So try again, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Okay, break. Set. Hut.
That's to the right, caught by Sanders. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Patrick motioning here. To throw is Goff. That one taken in by St. Brown. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. They get 15 on that game. First down, Detroit.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Second down, Montgomery. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Patrick motioning here. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Hold on. Check. 2 for 1.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Here we go.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
Hey, kill! What's that?
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get this close to a first down. It's about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Here now, a toss to Montgomery. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down. Receive.
4 now.
Here we go. One final play. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay into what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You don't want to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from Ford Field. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Patrick motioning here. Right to the air. Here's Goff. Pass complete. It is St. Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. They find find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Dak can throw it here on first down. That's to Ferguson once again. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Running is Vaughn. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be taken down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Chance now to match that opening touchdown. It is first and goal. Back to throw is Prescott. To the goal line and in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Reynolds now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. Here's second and 6. Patrick motioning here. A second down throw for Goff. This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
We go tonight.
Goff to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 14-6 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So we'll take over at the 30-yard line. On the play fake, Dak. Open man down the field, it's Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now Vaughn. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Play fake. Prescott. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. Second down. Prescott. A pass. Caught by the veteran. And that's Brandon Cooks. That's how to dig yourself out of a hole. A pickup of 18. Much more manageable. 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll run here with Vaughn. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front. He's still on the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down. Here's Dak to throw. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Dallas. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Patrick motioning here. On 1st down, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclones, David Montgomery. And now again he loses the football. They'll go play action with Goff. And that ball picked off. It's the ball hawk, Trayvon Diggs again. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick-6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Reynolds now on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Goff to throw on 1st down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
On 2nd down, Goff. Got a man open. It's Patrick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Trayvon Diggs, tight coverage, and he knocks that one away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Vaughn. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. To throw is Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of Knob. Play action now. Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Carry here for Vaughn. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Dak. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it on in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Reynolds now on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Patrick motioning here. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. That's hard! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll send him over to the left. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And he's in! Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, this is the epitome, Mike, of short throw, long run. Everyone talks about the importance of these explosive plays, and of course a lot of them come through the passing game, but you don't always have to throw the ball deep downfield for a big gain. We're seeing more and more of these wide receivers in the NFL with the ball in the...
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now Dowdle. The offense not coming off the field. And here's 4th down. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He's to midfield. Still on the move. And they finally get him down, but not before he's inside the 20. What a return.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these 2 things. Balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all 3 of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
At the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And the Lions are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Patrick motioning here. Goff. It is brought in the end zone. Tim Patrick. Touchdown Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Patrick motioning here. Throwing here is Goff. He'll swing that out wide, and he will find the end zone. The 2-point conversion added on. Now that deficit is only 4. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Lamb. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a give on the ground. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. It comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Here's Dak to throw. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. He is in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now a give up the middle. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Reynolds now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. This is 1st and 10. Goff to throw. That's caught by Gibbs. That's the way to get started and pick up a 17 and a very quick 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Is caught left side by St. Brown. Here comes 2nd down. Patrick motioning here. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Oh, wide open. It is Williams for the grab. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Patrick motioning here. To throw is Goff. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Play fake. Prescott. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. On the play fake, Dak. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And the Lions are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Patrick motioning here. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the